During this video segment, I will show you how you can use Curriculum Track to review your benchmark alignment in your lesson plans. So first of all, let's go into my curriculum app so I can see the units for Math 7. So I have Unit 1, Ratios and Proportional Relationships, Unit 2, Number System, and so forth. So if I look closer at Unit 2 as an example, notice there are 4 different benchmarks that are attached to that particular unit. That tells me then the lessons that are part of this unit should address these at some time. So now if I go to my lessons database, and if I were to go to Math 7, and if I were to add a brand new lesson, which I attach then to this unit, notice it's going to bring those same 4 unit benchmarks down. So some of these lessons may not address any of these, some may address several of those. But we have a report called the benchmark by unit. So if I choose Mathematics and Math 7, notice it has all of my units listed here. Here's the unit we just looked at. Here's the 4 benchmarks that we said were attached to that unit that we should teach in this unit. But am I ever addressing these in any of the lessons? And if you look to the right, you'll notice that I indeed am. This particular one is attached to 3 different lessons. If I click on this, I can see those lessons. And in fact, if I click again, I can get into the lesson itself and see it. So I'll close that. I can click Go Back, and I can do that with any of these. So now if I look at statistics and probability, notice here's the benchmarks that are attached to that unit, but right now we're not attaching to any of the lessons, and maybe it's because they haven't written the lesson plans for this yet. Notice some of these numbers are quite high, and maybe that means there's some old lessons in the lessons database that they no longer teach that are still attached to this. So, this is a very useful report, but it's also very important that if there's old junk lessons in here, that those get cleaned out as well. But nonetheless, a really nice report. So just because you attach it to the unit, it's nice to see at the lesson level, am I actually covering it at the lesson level, and if so, where? This now concludes this video segment.